This is a $200 million car collection of Rowan Atkinson. From Jaguar's classic model to Rolls-Royce, Atkinson's collection comprises cars worth more than $400,000. After all, this man is a racer at heart. Also, a few of the cars from his collection made an appearance in Hollywood. Want to know which car it was? Well, stay with us till the end of the video, in which we're going to share Atkinson's remarkable car collection with you. So let's begin. Number 1, the Honda NSX. Now, this car is really unique and has a fascinating past. Let's start by looking back at it in 2002. In order to compete with its upscale European rivals, Honda made the decision to redesign the NSX. Some neat upgrades included replacing the pop-up headlights with permanent ones, upgrading the suspension, and lengthening the front bumper. The car became even faster as a result of these modifications. Doesn't that sound fantastic? However, the NSX didn't sell well, despite these upgrades. Here is the surprising part. The renowned Formula One driver Ayrton Senna assisted Honda in the initial development of this vehicle. You would assume the NSX would be a huge success with the help of a legend like that. However, its performance was just inferior to that of other supercars at the time. Honda chose to discontinue production of the NSX in 2005, a mere 3 years after these significant changes. Considering how much work was put into making it stand out, it's a little depressing. Even if the world didn't get a liking for this car, Atkinson's got a thing with this modified vehicle. Number 2, Jaguar Mk7. This Jaguar Mk7 was presented as a more reasonably priced luxury alternative to expensive manufacturers like Rolls-Royce and Bentley. Even with its reduced cost, the Mk7 maintained all of its luxurious amenities. It looked large and refined thanks to its large rounded body that was covered in a lot of gleaming chrome. It was as stunning inside with a beautiful wood and leather interior that exuded refinement. For a vehicle in the 1950s, the 160 horsepower engine powering the Mk7 was impressive. The Mk7's racing history was what set it apart even further. It had a hidden talent for racing even though it was intended to be a luxury car. The Mk7's unexpected speed and agility were demonstrated in touring car races by well-known drivers like Sterling Moss and Mike Hawthorne. The Mk7 was a first in the automobile industry thanks to its unique combination of performance and luxury. Rowan Atkinson's collection is rather spectacular, and the Jaguar Mk7 is one of his favorites. Rowan mainly utilized his Mk7 for racing. He drove this car to his maiden podium finish in the Sopwith Cup at Goodwood in April 2022. In an interview conducted after the race, Rowan stated that he thought he might have placed second if the race had been a little bit longer. He highlighted the Mk7's combination of luxury and racing prowess, complimenting it for its consistent performance throughout the race. Not all stories, though, are without their setbacks. When the Mk7 caught fire in 2009, Rowan and his wife were returning home from a date in London. Though it was a scary time, Rowan and his wife were fortunately not hurt. But the vehicle was not doing so well. This occurrence marked a depressing turn in the life of such a magnificent and iconic car. The Jaguar Mk7 is a combination of luxury and racing heritage, not just a vehicle. It embodies a special fusion of style and speed, from its exquisite design and wealthy interior to its unexpected performance on the racetrack. The legacy of the Mk7 is enhanced by Rowan Atkinson's personal and human experiences with it, rendering it even more compelling. Number 3, the Rolls-Royce Phantom Drophead. The Phantom Drophead, owned by Rowan, is no ordinary luxury vehicle. Under its enormous hood sits a 9-liter V16 engine, making it a unique car. This engine was quite special and experimental. For Rowan's film, Johnny English Reborn, he persuaded Rolls-Royce to install this unique engine in the Phantom. The engine was initially intended for a different vehicle, likely the 4-door Phantom car, and was developed under the 100EX project. But Rolls-Royce never put it into full production, and most of its specifications remained unreleased. Its dimensions and arrangement are all that we are certain of. Rowan, in real life as well as in the movie, never got the chance to fully utilize his strong engine. We can only speculate as to what this beast of an automobile may do, because Rolls-Royce concealed the V16 engine's performance potential. Enough said about the Phantom Drophead itself. This exquisite design and remarkable interiors of this wealthy convertible make it stand out. To make it even more remarkable, the V16 engine was added. Still, Rowan's Phantom Drophead is a mystery, as the engine was never built in large quantities and the performance specifications are kept under wraps. Even though Rowan couldn't push this car to its limits, it still holds a special place in automotive history. It's a rare blend of luxury and experimental engineering, making it a true collector's item. Number 4. Aston Martin V8 Zagato. One of Rowan's most valuable assets was the Aston Martin V8 Zagato. He spent a lot of money to get one of the 52 Zagato coupes that Aston Martin has ever produced. However, Rowan did not stop there, since he wanted to add even more special touches. When he brought his Zagato to Aston Martin Works, they converted it into a race vehicle. The engine was fine-tuned to produce an incredible 482 horsepower and 412 pound-feet of torque. Along with adding lightweight panels and windows, they reduced the car's weight by 330 pounds, increasing its speed and agility. Rowan spent over 10 years racing this modified Zagato. He regrettably had an accident with it during a race in 2001, but it didn't keep him from driving the vehicle for a long time. He ultimately made the decision to sell it, but the new owner was not given the high-performance model Rowan had been using. Before the sale, the vehicle was calibrated to meet the original production requirements. This narrative demonstrates Rowan Atkinson's love of cars and his desire to take them to their absolute limits. In addition to being a stunning and uncommon vehicle, Rowan's Aston Martin V8 Zagato is a part of his thrilling driving exploits. Number 5. Aston Martin V8 Vantage. Aston Martin made a splash in 1977 when they unveiled the V8 Vantage, a car that looked more like a muscle car than a conventional supercar. Aston Martin referred to it as a grand tourer, highlighting its capacity to travel great distances in comfort and style, despite its formidable appearance. Without a doubt, though, the focus of this car was performance. A reworked 5.3-liter V8 engine, taken from the Lagonda, rumbled under the hood. With a maximum speed of 170 miles per hour, its powerful engine made the V8 Vantage a formidable vehicle on the road. Not content with that, Aston Martin proceeded to fine-tune the engine by adding modifications to the manifolds, plugs, camshafts, and inlet valves, which increased the engine's power output by an incredible 40%. As the third owner of a Burgundy V8 Vantage, Rowan Atkinson took possession of the vehicle in 1984. Rowan went above and beyond to make this car genuinely his own, demonstrating his affection for it. He started with a left-hand drive model, but eventually modified it to a right-hand drive, demonstrating his meticulousness and commitment to his love of cars. The V8 Vantage was more than simply a car to Rowan. It was one of his first remarkable acquisitions, following his rise to stardom in Britain, and he felt a deep emotional connection to it. It stood out in his collection due to its intense performance and commanding presence. In addition to being a highly valued asset, the V8 Vantage gained recognition on the big screen when it starred in Rowan's movie Johnny English Strikes Again. Its famous cameo in the film cemented its reputation as a representation of Rowan's passion for remarkable automobiles. Not only is Rowan's V8 Vantage a car, but it also represents his path as an actor and auto aficionado. Its long history enhances the layers of its already compelling story, from its noteworthy cinematic appearance to its potent engine improvements. Number 6. The BMW 328 Roadster. Back in the day, during the 1930s, the BMW 328 Roadster was a force to be reckoned with on the racetrack. In 1937, this car claimed victory in prestigious races like the Bucharest Grand Prix and GP Day Frontiers. The following year, it continued its winning streak with 2 triumphs at the Nürburgring and class wins at the iconic Mille Miglia race. Despite its modest engine output of 80 horsepower, which might seem small by today's standards, it was quite substantial back then. Plus, its lightweight aluminum construction made it a nimble and agile racer. Until World War II broke out, the BMW 328 Roadster dominated the racing scene. Notable drivers who drove it were Walter Böhmer and Huschke von Hunstein. However, its reputation as a racing icon endures, solidifying its place in automotive history. Let's switch things up a little and discuss the 1989 Lancia Thema 832, a real sleeper vehicle with an unexpected secret hidden under the engine. With a Ferrari V8 engine hidden within, this automobile has a powerful engine despite its modest appearance. It attracted attention on the rally stage, even though it was more expensive than its rivals, and its tuned engine could not compete with the likes of the BMW M5. To handle the V8 power, the Lancia 832 was equipped with upgraded hardware, including retuned suspension, massive front brakes, and an improved 5-speed transmission. Its interior also boasts luxury features, making it a comfortable and powerful ride. So that just about brings us to the end of today's video. Let us know what your thoughts about it are. Which one of these cars from Rowan Atkinson's collection grasped your attention the most? Or maybe it was more than one of them. Which one would you most like to own in your collection? Which one of them do you think Rowan was crazy for letting go? Make sure you share your answers in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed watching this video, please don't forget to like and share the video with your friends and family, and especially other fans of cool automotive stuff like this. And we also ask you kindly please subscribe to our channel for more great videos from us. Hey, thanks for hanging out with us today, and we'll look forward to catching up with you in our next video. Have a great day, keep racing, and we'll see you next time.